Hello everyone, Christina Werner here. Welcome to day 8 of the holiday card series. I'm so glad you're here. If any of you caught the live that I did with Jennifer on Saturday, you might recall that Jennifer played with this particular bundle of products from Concord and Ninth. And while she was playing with it, I thought that would make a really cute gingerbread house. So if you're not familiar, this is the Our House bundle. This is the die set, and it has all these little pieces so you can build these little homes. So they don't have to be for any particular holiday. It can be, you know, like welcome to the neighborhood, you know, congratulations on your new house. It could be for a birthday or celebrating a homecoming. It could be a lot of different things. Okay, so there's this is the main product. There's this add-on, which is an embossing folder. Oh, you can kind of see on the back here. It's sized so that you can put these little brick textures on the main area of the house, and then you can put on the texture of the shingles on the rooftop. So you can do that. And then also in the bundle is this stamp set. And this is where on the examples, this is where they have, you know, like the home sweet home or the celebrate, or just different ways to add words to the house. So that's another way that you can add on to the house. Okay, so the bundle has these 3 products in it. I'm mostly going to be only using the dies today. But then there's also this additional product that you can get called Our House Extras Dies. And basically, if you're going to be doing a bunch of these homes, it might be worth it to have some additional dies so you can get all of your die cutting done a little bit quicker. So you've got like 3 of the rectangle windows instead of just 1, 3 of the, you know, rounded top windows. You've got 3 complete sets of shutters. And also 3 up here for the rectangle shutters. You've got a bunch of different options. So, like I said, I'm not going to be using these today. I did link them down below if you want to pick up the entire bundle. I put it at the visible supply link so you can see what that looks like. But I'm mostly going to be using these today. And that's because I want to build a gingerbread house. I thought it would be so cute. And I looked up a bunch of examples of gingerbread houses online, and I really liked the ones that were more simple, where it was mostly just brown with the white icing, maybe a pop of color here or there. But for the most part, it was very, you know, just brown and white. So Concord and Ninth happens to have this pack of neutrals cardstock, and the peanut color, I think that's the correct one, is this color. Oh, I've got like a die cut stuck to that. That's cute. I thought it would be almost the perfect gingerbread color, as long as I, you know, ink blend in a little bit of some warmth to it. So that's what we're gonna do. I kept all my scraps from cutting just in case I needed them, but I thought I would show you the pieces I used from the die set. So this large little shape right here, that's the actual base for the house. So I cut out 2 of these. I thought maybe I could do both of them today if I've got time. And then because I'm keeping things simple, I have the side for each roof. If I can get this going here. This cardstock is very sturdy and thick, by the way. I'm not sure what weight it is. It feels like it's about 120 pounds. I could be wrong. And then you've got the little connector that creates the, put that right there. And then I've just got some doors that are going to go down at the bottom. I'm not going to be die cutting anything else because I'm going to be drawing on to my gingerbread houses as if I was decorating an actual gingerbread house. So I tested out an embossing marker or pen. This one's from Fawn. I'm going to be drawing on the details. First things first, we're going to do some ink blending because I wanted to get a little bit of color on the edges of these pieces before I start adding all of the white icing details. I've got the 2 bases for the house, and I'm going to use Concord and Ninth Nutmeg ink for the ink blending. And I'm going to use a blending brush here And I'm hoping I can, oh yeah, this is the right color. I just want it to look like toasty gingerbread. I mean, I know gingerbread doesn't show a lot of color because it, you know, it's brown. So it doesn't really brown up. But I was thinking this might really emphasize, you know, the gingerbreadiness of it all. All right, and I'm going to be using, not my usual white gouache. I'm using Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. And like years ago, I put, because this can get kind of thick and gunky, so I put it in this little tiny little plastic container and diluted it with water, and it's a pretty good consistency. I still might have to dilute it more, so that's what this is for. But that is what I'm going to use to do my splatter. So I want kind of small paint splatter, so I'm using a little bit of a smaller brush. Making sure that's a good consistency. And then, okay, yeah, that'll work. I don't like that. It's too messy. I want to put it off the edge of a block. It's a really good consistency, which is nice. Oh yeah, there we go. I just want like little splatters, just a little bit, kind of speckly. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I like using it from the edge of a block because I feel like I have a little more control and direction of where the splatter goes, because otherwise it's just like all over the place and I cannot handle it. And I was going to do it the other method, and that's why I put out the paper towels. But either way, this will be great. All right, do we want to do some dark brown speckle? I kind of think I do. Liquid acrylic in the color Dark Walnut. That'll work. I could probably just use a brown paint too. I just want to add a little speckly. Okay, let's move these at least over to the side a little bit so I can get the house bases on here. Okay. Okay, so now we need to do a little embossing powder test on everything. But before I do that, just to give us the best chance possible, I'm going to take an anti-static powder tool and I'm just going to like wipe over it. And you'll see the powder in areas, but that's okay because I could wipe it off after. We're going to test each one because I would hate to like spend all the time drawing on it and that's beautiful. It slid right off. Only this area up here is catching a little bit of embossing powder, and I'm okay with that because the actual like shingled roof or whatever will cover that. So I'm going to pencil it on. I'll use my anti-static powder tool and then I'll use the embossing pen. So this doesn't have to be perfect, but I still want to have a spot to put that grating, so I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to put things. I could add a little color by adding a wreath right there, which I think could be really, really cute. All right, I'm just gonna add some glue kind of around, and then I'll add that right there. And I'll grab a dark green one. I'll add that right there. Okay. So it's not quite overlapping perfectly, but that's okay. The banner can go over it. All right, and this just lines up on the top, and then that corner right there as well. Add this drawer on. So cute. All right, and then, oh my word, yes, the wreaths were totally worth it. So worth it. Okay. And then, okay, that's kind of cute. I kind of like the joy. So I'm just going to put glue like right on that ring. And then right above the door. I could even put my little paper right there. So then I'm going to apply or adhere the joy, and then I'll add my enamel dots. Just getting that kind of right on top. I can press that down. Okay, I think I'm going to end up using some like pink pearls, or even these, and then coloring them with an alcohol marker. I'm hoping this will color. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that just makes it the right color red. Okay, I'll do I'll do 3 small, and then 3 medium. Actually, I'll do 4 because I might want 2 on each card. There we go, much better. For the card bases, I am going to use that same like house die that I used for the base of the houses. This one. And I'll make sure it is most definitely off the fold. Okay. Oh no, did it not cut both? Oh no, it cut through. Okay, good. So now I have a little top folding card that I can adhere my little house to, and it's the perfect size. It's a super strong adhesive, so after a while it can get a little gunky. So here are the 2 finished cards for tonight. They're shaped cards that fold, all that fun detail with the splatter, and then the heat embossed kind of icing. So many different options that you can use when you're putting together these houses. I think I could have done a lot of different things. At one point, before I decided to do just regular white embossing powder, I thought about doing like a white glitter embossing powder, which could be super, super cute. If you have one of those snow pens that when you heat it with your heat tool, it puffs up, I think that could look even better. I just don't have one. I think I have it in my cart at Amazon right now. But anyway, everything I've used today is available online, including the embossing pen from Fawn. But besides the embossing pen and the embossing powder, I believe everything else is from Concord and Ninth. Oh, I guess not the white splatter or the brown ink splatter, but most everything else is available over at concordandninth.com. Thanks so much for watching the video for day 8 of the holiday card series. I'll be back on Wednesday with day 9, and I created some cards with the Better Press. So I did a little fun technique with Better Press. So I hope you'll stop by and check those out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.